Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. In 1983, Breitling relaunched its Chronomat chronograph. It was the comeback watch for a brand that desperately needed one. A fusion of a dive watch and an aviator's chronograph. Over the years, the Chronomat's been one of Breitling's best sellers and most emblematic models. Well, in 2020, the line was redesigned to pay tribute to that 1983 original, a seminal watch in the company's modern history. And for late 2024, Breitling launched the Chronomat AB01342 NFL edition. And this is among those dedicated to the New Orleans Saints. So for each of the 32 NFL teams, 104 pieces dedicated to that individual franchise. Taking a look here, you can see NFL, National Football League on the back. That's American football, the kind you play with your hands, not your feet. And then we have the Saints signature colors and logo on the dial. So 3,328 in total, 104 per team in stainless steel, 42 millimeters in diameter, 15.4 millimeters thick, 50.2 from lug tip to lug tip, 22 millimeters the spacing between the lugs. But note the strap is a little bit unconventional. It's designed to look like the Rouleaux bracelet from the 80s. It's got this little shoulder, so while it's a 22 millimeter lug spacing, if you want the strap to fit correctly, you want to get a factory strap like this, or have a custom strap made that does include this little shoulder on each side of the lugs. Throwing it on my wrist, you can see it's more of a cushion case than a round case, but it wears nicely. It's not huge like some of the Breitling Chronomats, the 2000s and 2010s. That said, I do think you need a wrist of 16 centimeters circumference or larger to wear this well. My wrist is 16 centimeters circumference. Here's down the barrel. So my size or larger to wear this well. The strap, as I mentioned, is rubber, but it's designed to look like the Rouleaux bracelet with its rounded segments and rounded links as well as polished intermediates. So you have a sort of textile pattern molded into it, but make no mistake, it is rubber. Little pockets on the bottom to make it more supple and also vent the wrist. We got a single fold trigger actuated steel deployant. You have to press both triggers to pop it open. Combination of polish and satin for contrast, and we've got that as well on the case. Little bevel that runs end to end, satinated at mid case. You can see satinated lug hoods as well. We have these ovoid style chronograph pushers that taper in a sort of conical fashion, sawed off on their top, with a distinctive modern era Chronomat onion style crown. That's another part of the 80s legacy. Another of those 80s elements introduced back in 83 is these rider tabs, which make it easier to grip the bezel when your hands might be wet, sweaty, or gloved. We have screws on the side of the bezel. They're not decorative. Those are part of a captive bezel system. They hold the bezel to the case so you cannot accidentally snap it off. We have a super fine 120 click bezel. Let's hear it. And it feels premium, it sounds great, the detent is solid, it's a tactile pleasure, and it feels expensive, which is always important on a watch like this. Note the use of satin, rider tabs, and a brushed bezel. Now we've got a large bezel pearl. This watch is really a fusion of a dive watch and a aviator's watch. Now you can see all of the sub-registers are luminescent with those hammerhead style indices. Even the chronograph's seconds hand is luminescent. So you can time two events concurrently here, one with the bezel, one with the chronograph. The bezel pearl is large, easy to use, and easy to read. Gloss black dial. We have sub-registers that are sunken with a contrasting color. You can see we've got a Breitling B up the top. For a number of years now, Breitling has done away with the wings on its logo. They want you to think of them as a land, sea, and air sports company, not just air sports. Outboard, we have two scales. One is a tachymetric scale, which along with the chronograph can be used to gauge the speed of an object, such as a race car across a kilometer. And then inboard of that, you see this flange that has a calibration up to 100. That's called a decimeter scale, and for various technical applications that used to be desirable. If you wanted to split a minute into hundredths, it's rarely used today, but it's there for nostalgic purposes. Note the B counterweight to the seconds hand. I'll move that hour hand out of the way so you can enjoy the New Orleans Saints logo right there. When the Saints come marching in, they'll appreciate this watch. Now, of course, we do have hacking seconds to stop the movement and set it to a reference time to the second. We also have a quick set for the date. We have a super crisp column wheel on the reverse side, which makes for an excellent functional experience. The sound and the feel, top-notch. We also have a vertical clutch, so when you start the chronograph, there's no jump, stagger, or extraneous movement to the seconds hand. A lateral clutch has play, a vertical clutch does not. You can also leave it engaged full-time, because with a vertical clutch, there's no additional wear or tear to the mechanism. Okay, this still has the case back sticker, so the original owner left that in place, but all the same, you can see the important details. 200 meters water resistant. You can see it is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer adjusted in 5 positions, 1 of 104, made for the Saints. You can see the column wheel, vertical clutch is unseen but present. 47 joules, 4 hertz beat rate, automatic winding, 70-hour power reserve. And you can see the balance features a combination of Edicron for beat error and timing correction, and then a proprietary superfine eccentric screw for making small adjustments between 5 and 3 seconds per day. You can also see KIF shock protection, which is sort of a lower volume upscale alternative to Inca block. It's no better functionally, it's just interesting to see when companies choose it. It's the kind of thing you expect to see on an older Rolex or a Jaeger-LeCoultre. Maybe not a Breitling, but this watch is full of surprises. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.